Hey guys, Nerd Reviews London here, and today I'm in Hammersmith at a Nova Hotel, checking out the pop-up KupoCon. So let's head in and see what's going on. So as you can see, the event is empty. I went on Sunday the 10th of August, and I would probably say that less than 50 people attended the event in total. I was there for about 2-3 hours. Whereas on Saturday, I heard over 500 people attended. So Saturday was definitely the day to go. Here you can see some nice artwork that they've got of characters and scenes from the games. They've got soundtracks and compilations that they've done. And here we have their Tripom cards, which are their very own made triple triad from Final Fantasy VIII cards, which you can actually buy and play yourself, which is really fun. And now here they have their clothing range. And yes, those are KupoCon boxes, if you are so inclined. And then they've also got t-shirts, hats, hoodies, etc., etc. So they've got some really cool clothing options here that you can buy, some nice Final Fantasy design stuff. So I felt the range of merch was good, which I'm happy about, because when you come to these events, you want a decent amount of merch to be able to buy. However, we all know these events aren't just about the merch. We can all buy merch online. The main selling point in these events is the activities going on and the crowd and the energy that is there. And I felt that was lacking. So they had a few activities going on there. They had a TV set up showing a podcast interview with the Final Fantasy VII Remake cast, which I thought was pretty cool. There was a little puppet theatre set up where you could make your own theatre shows using Final Fantasy characters' artworks, which I thought was nice. That was very similar to, I guess, the Final Fantasy VII Gold Saucer date. They were trying to evoke a feeling of that, which was cool. And that tied into KupoCon's biggest draw, which is that they have a quest log which you can do, which you can complete quests to earn gil, which is a form of currency used to buy stuff at the merch stalls. So something may cost £10, where it might cost 100 gil, and you earn gil by doing these quests, which I think is a very cool concept. But on a show like today, it was very underutilized and felt a bit rushed. Now, there was a KupoCon pop-up last year in September, on the same day as the Final Fantasy Disney Awards concert at Royal Albert Hall, and I felt that one had a lot more energy and activities going on. So aside from the merch and the little puppet theatre that they also had there and the quest log, they also had a photo opportunity with the Buster Sword, which I took a photo of. And they also had the voice actor for Kate Sith from Final Fantasy VII Rebirth there as well. And in general, I just felt that day was a bit better organized because it tied in with the Distant Worlds concert. So you had Final Fantasy fans coming to London anyway. And it's not that far between the two events. So you could attend both, which I did. And it just tied in more thematically together. And there was a lot more energy going on there. So I felt that day was a lot more better done and better organized. Now, I mean, no disrespect to the organizers of the event. They did a wonderful job hosting it. And all the volunteers that work there, thank you. I just want to see this on a bigger, grander scale. And now that's one of the things. This event and the event last year were free to attend pop-up events. They were very small events. It's almost like a trailer for a film. You don't pay for a trailer and you're not getting the whole story, you're just getting a snippet of it. But next year, in February, is their 10-year anniversary, and they are doing a huge, mega, full event in London at the same venue, Nova Hotel in Hammersmith. And this will be a paid event. You'll have to buy a ticket to enter, and this will have a lot more activities going on. So I'm sure they have a lot more merch. They may even have guests or voice artists from the game, and they'll have other stuff going on, I'm sure. So that one I am going to buy a ticket for when they launch in September this year. I will be covering the whole weekend then, and I'm looking forward to that, and I'm expecting a lot bigger things. So keep an eye out for that one. So overall, as a little pop-up event on the weekend, if you happen to be close to London as I am and were able to attend this event, it wasn't a bad event to attend. Yes, it was a bit lacking on the Sunday in terms of energy in the crowd, although I did meet an Aerith cosplayer that came there, and I ended up talking to her for about 15 minutes, and it was a really good conversation, talking about our shared interests of Final Fantasy, and then it branched into other stuff such as anime and films and whatnot. And it reminded me of one of the great things about these events is to meet new people that have shared interests with you, because it's not in everyday life. Yes, you may have friends such as myself that are interested in video games and anime and films that we can have conversations with, but it's great to get out there and meet new people that also share those interests but have different perspective to the ones we may have with our friends. And it's just fun to meet new people, tell stories, share our favorite things about these games and these series that bind us. so powerfully to them with emotions. And we're all Final Fantasy fans that attended KupoCon. So it was really great to meet people that also are Final Fantasy fans like ourselves, but might have different interests, such as a different favorite game. So overall, that was a really good part of the weekend. That was really good. So I'm looking forward to meeting future fans at these events that also have passion for the games that we have. So overall, I'm looking forward to next year's event to hopefully be a bigger and better experience and to meet a lot more fellow fans and have great discussions about our favorite games and favorite songs and stuff. So yeah, I can't wait for that. So if you happen to attend this week's KupoCon, please leave a comment and let me know what you thought of it. And I can't wait to update you with all the stuff going on until next year's event and all the events coming up for the rest of this year. So until then, take care.